Well, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 with the Rude Man. I haven't even had a chance to put my fingers in my hair today. It's been awful. Awful. I debated quite some time before logging on today. I just finished eating my lunch in about 5 minutes. I hadn't eaten all day, but I had to do something. But it's tax season. I don't know what else to say. Why did I turn super strength on instead of flight mode? If you're anybody that enjoys my live streams or my videos, thank you. You're very few, but you almost didn't get one today. Taxes, I swear, they make taxes so complicated in the United States that they want to force people into doing something that can't be undone to themselves, or pay somebody else to do your taxes. So you have a choice. Pay somebody else to do it, or do it yourself and come close to doing something unmentionable. I'm that far away. But I think I've got everything done. And the IRS messed me up this year. I usually do my taxes online. I couldn't do it. I did it online. That's not the problem. It's having the government accept your taxes online. And they refused. I sent them in 6 times and rejected them every time. And when I contacted the company I use for doing my taxes, they went over everything. They said, we can't see anything wrong. It's absolutely fine. There's no problems. But they said they couldn't accept it because I didn't because Carol didn't do her taxes last year. And I said, wait, I've been married almost 50 years. Hey, Lori, I've been married almost 50 years. We have never filed separately. Never. And I had a copy of the tax script, which you can get from the IRS. I had their very own script that showed I filed last year. It was accepted. It was a joint file. And the thing they want to have you prove it's you is your adjusted gross income for that year. I had that from that script from the IRS showing a joint filing and acceptance of last year's taxes. Not only that, we happened to get a refund last year, and I've got the money in the account that I can show them. But yet they said Carol did not file. And so, what does that mean? Well, in the short of it is, I was trying to file it all online, like I normally do, and finally it came down to, and even the company that I use, they said, we can't do anything. This is all on the IRS's side. The only choice you have is to print your taxes out and send them in through the mail. Well, I haven't done that in 30 years, so I don't know. That's what I did. So I've been working on it for 2 days, and I am just French fried. Oh, my neck's kind of kink in it. I just don't want to be here after this. And Carol says, oh my God, Rudy, what am I going to do when you're gone? Because I couldn't do it. And the thing of it is, here's the thing that just freaks me out. Our taxes, we're retired. Our taxes are simple as you can get. I don't even do deductions anymore. I just take the standard deduction. because the only income I have is from my retirement. That's it. I don't have a job anymore. I haven't had for 14 years. It's just all we have is Social Security and our retirement. That's it. That's it. It's very simple. Here's the form that says what our retirement is. Here's the form that says what our Social Security is. You already have it, federal. You already have it because I'm a federal employee. I get my retirement from you. I'm over 65. I get my Social Security from you. You already have this crap. So you can't get any easier than that for doing taxes. Yet, the tax form for the state of Oregon is 30 pages long. You just want to pull your hair out and your teeth and everything else that you can pull by the time you get your taxes done. It's so horrible. I don't know anything about a flat tax, but if they said, look, we're going to have you pay in this income bracket 5%, and you in this income bracket 10%, and you over here, whatever the percentage is, then as you're getting paid every month, they take that percentage, so that at the end of the year we're even. We'll start a new year. No taxes to do. You already took it. You already took it out. That'd be the thing to do, because this is ridiculous. God, it's not that I don't want to be here with you guys. I don't want to be anywhere right now. I'm so frustrated. I'm so French fried. And it's only half over. I've got my part done, and Carol's going to take him and put him in the mailbox this afternoon. But it ain't over until it's accepted. And I'm supposed to get a refund this year. Hey, Rob. Anyway, so I'm leaving it up to you guys. I'm leaving it up to you guys. You got to take my mind off this crap today, or I won't be here on Thursday to do another live stream. I mean, literally, I won't be here anywhere. I've had it. I can't take no more. All right. It's raining. I can probably pick up the straw in the rain. That's not going to hurt me any. And was I doing taters? When it's raining, I probably can't. Yeah, not there. I had potatoes someplace else. Where was it? Sunflower seeds, that ain't it. Sugar beets, they're not ready yet. Here we go. Harvested. Okay, let's grab these. Take them back to the farm. I hadn't eaten all morning, but I wanted to get those at least to the point where we've signed them and Carol can take them to the mail before the live stream. I wanted to get that done. And so 5 minutes before the live stream, I'm just shoveling, pork fried rice in, trying to eat something. It's just, I'm choking on it. And I told Carol, if I don't come out of my studio at 3 o'clock, just call an ambulance, because I won't be there. I won't be coming out. Taco Bell trying to get me to order something. Go away. Just go away. Leave me alone. Hey, look. Windshield wipers going. Must be raining. All right, well, now that you know my day and how it's going, how are you guys? I haven't even looked at the chat yet. Maybe I should do that. Hang on. It's all about me, Lori says hi. Hey, Lori. Scorpion says AVCT is good. Rob says hello. Thank you, Rob. 1616. Is that your new name, Lori? Hey, it's just a little 1616. Maybe we should call it 16 by 16. Doesn't mean anything. On you're barba boating. What does that mean? Safest way to barbecue. Oh, I got you. Barba boating. I got you. Matthew's here. Hey, Matthew. Michael Janes. Hey, Michael Janes is now following. Michael, everybody that follows or subscribes, besides the fact you have to listen to me, gets a free tractor. So we'll get you a free tractor here. Everybody follows gets one. It's the biggest, most expensive tractor we can find, but it's free to you. And that ain't it. That's Rob barbecuing. If you can catch him, you can get a hot dog. Alrighty, there's your tractor. Thank you for following. It's all yours. It's huge. You just have to drive it away. Thank you very much for the follow. I think I just hit that school bus. No. Oh my God, is anybody still alive? I'm hiding. I'm gonna go hide on the farm someplace. I hope nobody saw me. I got to get a truck. I got to get a Tato truck. This one will work, I think. Yeah, it's cheaper. The hot dog's cheaper if you get it on the run. You get the express rate. But he's not going to slow down for you. You got to swim really fast. Jeez, it's not my day. It is not my day. It's the rain. I'm blaming it on the rain. Oh, by the way, we've got rain here too. It is just storming like crazy out there right now. The rain is going sideways. I can't see out my window because it's now. If you've ever seen my house, which you probably haven't, but the eaves off the edge of the house are longer than most houses are. Usually the overhang on a roof is about like that. Mine is about 4 or 5 foot. And so we're any place that if I was standing up against the outside wall of the house, there's no way I'm gonna get wet if it's raining because it's covered. Unless it's raining like today. I live on the coast. The wind's blowing who knows how hard, and the rain is coming in sideways. So it's actually come in and hit my window in my studio that I can't see through it. It's so rainy. It's just blowing like crazy. All right, let's grab our potatoes. That's got to be a bot, guys. I always ask, though. It's Depot Rizaz. I'm just going to call him Depot. Depot, are you a bot? I have to ask. Because to me, it looks like a bot. I get those 2-3 times a live stream, and they're almost always worded exactly the same. And so I'm thinking it's a bot. But one time I said, are you a bot? And they said, no, I'm not a bot. So I don't know what to think about that. Now, I don't think... okay, I'm trying to think of... I think the only thing I have installed on this map that uses potatoes is one of the alcohols. And I can't remember which one. Is it the vodka or the whiskey? I can't remember. I think it's the vodka, but I'm not sure. So I'm gonna go see if the one of the whiskey places will take these potatoes. So, and I'm not singing because I don't sing. Otherwise, I'd be singing in the rain. I'm thinking about, like even right here, I'm thinking about physically going outside today so that the rain is running down my face so that people can't see I'm crying because of the taxes. Look out, truck. I thought he was gonna hit me. The other farmers on this map are tired of my nonsense. Your escort box. Are you physically at work this week? I'm assuming you are because I think you told me that was the case on Saturday. Okay. Now let's see. Let me pull up and let's look. This is the Smirnoffs. Now, if you have this mod, yeah, here we go. Potatoes and sorghum. Yeah, if you go and look for this mod, the Smirnoffs factory, it isn't going to be the same as mine because Scorpion and I went in one weekend and we remodded it to take potatoes and sorghum. But it also takes sugar, so I need the beets for that. But we do have a field of beets growing right now. So I can't remember. Scorpion, do you remember what that original mod took? Because it wasn't potatoes and sorghum. Maybe the sorghum, but I don't think it was potatoes. It's been a while, so I don't remember. All right, where do I? Oh, there it is. Now, if I put my mound up big enough, I can dump this. Let's see. Uh-oh. Yeah, I did. Did I? Did I? No? Maybe I didn't. Well, I might not have put it high enough. Let's see. Do that. My brain is not working today. Okay, let me see. There's a problem with the trigger on this right here. And you have to be able to get high enough for the trigger to function. So I need to raise it. I can't see. Uh-oh. Got a hole over here, so let's fill that. There it is. There it is. All right. Take what you need. I'll sell the rest. In the office, it blows. Diseased donkey wang. What is that? Is that a new lunch meat? Someplace? Diseased donkey wang. I want one of those sandwiches. Okay, so I've got no other use for potatoes. So I don't want to have to grow potatoes all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to store these potatoes so I don't have to keep growing them for now. I have a little bit of money left. I should probably, before I go away, let me check something here. You're going to go back to vodka. We're going to set this to 300%. Okay? And then, what are we holding? Oh, we're only holding 50,000 liters. That's a factory that size should be able to handle more than that. So we're going to upgrade it if it's not too expensive. Now, again, this what I'm looking at right now is a vodka mod, a vodka factory mod. I have two other mods attached to this and every other factory that I own. One's called Productivity. It's a separate mod that allows me to update the productivity or to increase it to up to 300%. The other one is called Upgrade. This one allows me to pay money, in this case $143,000, to upgrade the factory and make it bigger. So, and I don't mean physical size. So if I pay $143,000, that's going to increase my vodka factory so in double. So now it'll hold 100,000 liters instead of 50. And now I don't want to spend another $143. So I'll update that a little bit later to be a little bit bigger than that. But right now, I'll just do that, and we'll go put some more potatoes in. If I can get up, if I don't get stuck in the ditch. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Ah. That's my girl. Go, truck, go. McDonald's meat. Big Mac. Okay. Now I'm going to clean that. I'm going to have to clean that up a little bit because that's ugly. But we'll clean it up. It works now, so I'll have to clean it up later and make it a little bit better. You know what I'd do? If I had a ramp, I'd put one on there, but I don't. Seems like it was either wheat or barley. I'm pretty sure it was barley. And maybe both. I can't remember. Because I didn't think sorghum was proper either, but maybe. I've never grown sorghum. I mean, in real life, I don't know anybody that grows sorghum in where I live. And I think, isn't sorghum a grass? Not necessarily a grain? I can't remember what the hell sorghum is. I'll have to look it up. Make sure you spell it right or it's going to come and say, it's a sore in your mouth where your teeth go. Brush, and floss. No, I didn't say sore gums. I said sorghum. You got to spell it right. If you don't, you'll get the wrong answer from Google if you use Google. Rob says he's okay with it, as long as diseased donkey wang isn't used in Lori's taco shells. Lori got a bad taco shell once from Taco Bell. Hasn't eaten there since. I don't know if that's true, but she wasn't very happy. I gotta figure out what to do with all that honey now too. I got tons of honey. Whoa, missed my turn. Back up, booger. Well, I'm gonna store the rest of this, and then next time I get another couple $100,000, I'll increase the size of that again. Now, will this take taters? This don't take taters? It doesn't. Okay. It's a dryer. I didn't expect it to. But I was going to put it in there, but I think I won't. I think I'll put it in the main one. That's just that other silo. There's kind of a backup to take things that the main silo won't take, or that the main silo is full of. Yeah, see, it won't take. This doesn't take potatoes, which means it probably doesn't take sugar beets either. So your main silo only accepts the major grains, I guess. So we'll put this in the overflow silo. Normally I would replace the overflow silo, which is a lot smaller, with that big hulky thing there, but I kind of like the way it looks on the farm, and I like the grain dryer that's attached to it right here on this side. So that big silos over there is the main storage, but it doesn't accept anything but regular crops. And then on this side, that's all a grain dryer, but it dries a lot of stuff. It dries soybeans and all kinds of crap. I'm sure it would probably, if you were just coming out of the rain and to hang your socks up, it would probably dry those too. And if you know what tea bags is, you could probably dry your tea bags there too. Or in case you're Scottish, they're called daddy bags. They would probably be able to be dried there as well. It'd be uncomfortable because you'd have to, like maybe stand on your hand and, stand on your head, some kind of a thing. All right, did it stop raining? It sure did. Okay, we're going to move this guy off the field. I'm getting too old for this crap. So I got home yesterday. Is today Tuesday? Yeah, it is. Yesterday, Monday, I went to see my diabetes doctor. Last Wednesday, I went to Portland to see my cardiac physician. And so 2 trips to Portland. It's a 2-hour drive one way just to get to my doctor's. So two days in a row. Jeez. I mean, it takes a whole day. We leave at 5 or 6 in the morning, and we don't get home till almost 5 or 6 in the afternoon. So it's a full day, and of course, driving at our age is tiring. Getting up and going to the bathroom at night at our age is tiring. All right, we're going to use the deer here. Oh, the deer. Oh, the deer, deer, deer. What the hell is it picking up there? Straw. Yeah, I know what Milo is. I didn't know Milo was sorghum. I probably did know that, but I've forgotten more than most people know, so, over the years. Milo sounds familiar. I know what Milo is. It was probably called Milo before sorghum. Who knows? We used to call things different things when we were young. When we actually invented things. I have to laugh now because even music, I see the kids now that's going around saying, "Oh, there's this new song I just heard. It's the best thing since sliced bread," and they start playing it, and I say, "Are you kidding me? I listened to that in the 1950s, you moron. That's not a new song." It's just that they can't figure out any new music and have to play the old stuff and ruin it. It was probably better done the first time. Yeah, I know. I'm that guy. Get off my yard. That's me. Get off my yard, you... Well, never mind. Yeah, sorghums. We're going to have lots of straw. I need to find, I think I've done it already. I think I remodded Stevie's silage maker over there to take straw. I think I did. I'll have to look. I meant to if I didn't. Because that way I can make silage out of straw. And I won't need so much grass. Because I got really no way to get grass on this unless I waste a field to do it, which I have done. That field you just saw over to my right over there, I made grass. I'd rather get grain off of it than to have to do the grass, but I need grass for animals, so. Here's my pretty lightning bolt John Deere with the. I got to do something about those dingle balls up there. I don't like that frilly stuff up there. I don't know why I put that on there. I think it's because I didn't know what the button did when I pushed it. These tractors come with about 1 million buttons on them that you can push when you're buying it, to add stuff like the lightning bolts and the colors and all that stuff. And I must have hit a button to put those frilly things up there, and I just don't remember. Scorpion's hungry, wanting some donkey wang. I thought you're the one that had that stuff. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody's doing this new thing, and I was thinking about doing it a couple of years ago when nobody was doing it, and I waited too long, and now everybody's doing it. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, Google My First Farm or My Dream Farm or something similar to that, and you'll get somebody that's playing Farm Sim 25. And they start off with nothing, and they have to earn money the hard way, but they're playing it as a character. They're cosplaying it. They're pretending to be the character, and they're telling a story. And I wanted to do that 5 or 6 years ago and never did, because it's a lot of friggin' work. It's a lot of work. Because what you have to do, for one thing, you have to stay in character and not talk to the camera like I do. But it allows you, and you can't do it as a live stream because you're actually physically doing things real time. So if I say that farmer hired me to harvest that field over there, I'm going to go over with the harvester and harvest that field one lane at a time till it's done, which might take several hours, and then get paid for it as a contract. Well, you're not going to do that. Well, I guess you could do that in a live stream. Be pretty boring. So what they're doing is they're saying, today I got up, realized my bank was closed. My banking account was getting close to empty, and I need money because I'm sleeping someplace under a bridge. And so this farmer over here wants me to do this work, and he's going to give me a combine to do it. Now, he's going to rent me a combine, and I'll do it, and he'll take the rent out of the pay. And so then you walk over there because you're role playing this little character. So, get out of there. So you're doing what? What? Oh, I'm flying. Let me get out of that. So you're doing this. Well, okay, I'm going over and get on the farmer's tractor over there because he hired me to do this, and I'm gonna get in here, and I'm gonna drive over. Oh, hang on, I forgot to do that. I'm gonna drive over there and do that, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, and then they start the field, and then when they're done, they come back and continue the recording. Well, whew, now that that's done, it's Miller time. And then so you got to go do the next thing. That's how they're playing. And I wanted to do that several years ago. But that's a hell of a lot of work. Because at the end of the day, you've played physically for 2 or 3 days recording a half-hour video or an hour video. Because you're doing all that work off camera. And so at the end of the day, and the sun's going down, and man, you're enjoying a cold one. Well, that was a hell of a day. Can't wait to see what's happening tomorrow. And you get up tomorrow and you do it again. So you record for 2, 3 days, put it all together in a video, and you'll do a week's worth of hired work in a half-hour time because you're cutting out all the work and just role-playing how tired it's making you and look at how dirty my clothes are, and I don't know what to do. I went to turn the combine in and get paid by the farmer, and the farmer's wife is winking at me, pointing at the barn. No. I just want my money. I'm out of here. Anyway, I do actually have a farm that I've set up to do that. And it starts out with me living in a tent with absolutely no money and no property and no farm, nothing. And I got to figure out how to make some money so I can buy my first field and plant my first crop and become God's representative of farmers. And I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking about it, and I've been thinking of all the work, and I've been thinking, too much thinking, and I still haven't done it because it's a hell of a lot of work. I'm 73. I can't take a hell of a lot of work anymore. Tired all the time. It's my own fault. I walk too much. I'm down to a half hour on my what do they call recumbent bike? A recumbent bike. I have a recumbent bike that I ride, and because it's always raining here, I don't want to go walk in the rain. I'll get pneumonia and die. So I have to have some indoor activity to get my exercise. All right. Anyway, hi, farmer's wife. How you doing today? Wink, wink. Got some sweet apple pie for me today. Wink, wink. Yeah, stick it in the oven. I ain't sticking it in that. I seen your oven. Ain't been cleaned in a year. I was talking about the pie now. Don't get carried away. Anyway, here's the only reason I haven't started recording that. And I don't even know if you guys even watch it. because I couldn't do it in a live stream. Because you need to be able to edit the video and cut out the boring stuff. The only reason I haven't started doing it is because I'm waiting for Farmers Dynasty. Because when Farmers Dynasty comes out, that's a game that's made to play that way. So, you know, it's made for you to grab the tractor and do that job until it's done. And you've got the opportunity to get married and have kids and the kids inherit your farm, that kind of thing. But it's not out yet. I'm waiting. Rob said he'd watch it. Lori said sure, but I'm not quite sure what she's talking about. Lori might be talking about the dirty oven and the winking farm wife. I'm not sure when she says sure. I had to look twice because Rob put "I would!" exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation. When I glanced at it, I thought he said "I wouldn't," because all I saw was that stuff after it, and I for me to clearly read the chat, I have to look like this because it's on a separate monitor. It's very, very small. I can make it out if I guess what the words are. And I saw "I would," but with all those exclamations, it looked like "I wouldn't." And I was going to say, what? That's fine, Rob, but you didn't have to tell me that. Hurt my feelings. I check it about every other day, Rob. Still not out yet. I was thinking when they had us do that play series that it wouldn't be that long before it came out, because to me that would just juice everybody up to want to play it. Watching us all, watching those of us that recorded that. Yes, Tootie. Who's Tootie? Act like I've never heard that before. Oh, Tutti Frutti. Oh, Rudy. I grew up with that crap. Tutti Frutti. That's when people knew what Tutti Frutti was. All right, what am I going to do with this grass? That doesn't take grass, by the way. That takes hay. That's why I have the fermenter. Oh, I left this guy. Can't you run any faster, you old fart? Okay, this is not it. That silo is a silo that's full of everything that I might need, like mineral feed for animals, to salt, fertilizer, herbicide. That silo is set there to get all that stuff that you need to run the farm. If you need bags of fertilizer, so you don't have to run all the way to the store. You can get it out of this silo right here. That's what that is. Ooh, look how he flies. He flies like he's... I don't know what the hell position that would be. Okay, this one is the silage one. You can tell because it says silage on it. Okay, I don't think this is the one. Maybe it is. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So I got this thing set up. that I could put straw in here and it gives me silage. That way I don't have to have so much grass to make the silage. I thought, I thought I had a thing on that one that that it would give me either silage or hay. I'm gonna have to look at that. I might have to remod that. What does this do? Grass dryer. There's my hay right there. Okay. This is my grass dryer. This is it. I put grass in here and I get hay out. I didn't mod this. But maybe I should. Maybe I should mod this one and add it to grass or straw and hay comes out. Because I got straw coming out my ears. The grass is a premium on this farm. Unless I do a field like I did up there. That was potatoes, actually. Where did I have the grass? I had the grass over here. Right here. That just looks stupid. I gotta get rid of that. Make me look dumb. Well, of course I am dumb, but I don't need to look dumb. Okay, so this is harvested sorghums. We got wheat growing here. We got soybeans growing here. And we got corn growing here. Okay. So did I pick up all the straw that I had? Guess I did. I guess so. All right, we're gonna sleep and let these crops grow. I know there's other stuff I need to do, but I can't remember what it is. We'll just come in here and sleep. Okay. All right, let's go check on things. Sunflowers are still growing. Ah, the sugar beets are ready. This is grass. Right now, I have a bigger need for hay than I do grass. But I tell you what I'm going to do. I've got plenty of both right now, so I'm going to, rather than decide right now, I'm going to store this. We're just going to store it. And then I need to go find this guy. We're going to trade headers. I'm going to trade the header in for the tater header for the oh shoot, I can't even. How in the hell would you ever see to drive this thing? I can't see where the door's at. That's crazy. That's a corn header. Where did I put the sugar beet header? I know I had one. But I think that's the corn header, isn't it? Yeah, that's a corn header. I had a sugar beet header. What did I do with it? Maybe it's over in the other shed there. There it is, I think. I think it's that red one. Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. How do I get in there? How in the heck did I get in there? Well, we'll have to pull it out. Manula. I see there's a new set of farm equipment out. When I logged in, what's going on? Does this not go with that? There it is. All right, across the road here. We're gonna do this the Evel Knievel way. All right, get ready, everybody. We're gonna do this the Evel Knievel way. Get over that field. Enjoy. Right. Oh, I went right through the power lines. That was shocking. All right, now let's see here. We're going to get up in here. We're going to check this out. All right, it's already set up for Headlands. Let's see if we can hire somebody. We got Scorpion is working before he hits the road for home. Ram it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Andy's here. Hey, Andy. Ram it good. This would be a Dodge Ram, maybe? How's Andy today? Have you been lurking? No, Andy's not lurking. Andy's a busy man living life right now. So while this is doing that, I need to go find out if anything else is ready. So the wheat is still growing. The soybeans are ready, so we can start soybeans. The corn is ready, so we can do that. Wheat still growing. That must be winter wheat. It's not growing very fast. This is grass. I'll just leave that for now, I guess. The canola is still growing. Cheers, Andy. 2 fields of canola. I don't know why I did that. Remove foliage. These potatoes are ready, but I'm already using the sugar beet thing, so I'll have to wait on that. And I discovered, let's see, that I own this, so I can take this grass, but I don't know if it's ready. I don't think so, because I think I just cut it in the last live stream. But I got to get to my maple. My maple's full. Oh boy, look at all those bottles of maple syrup. And I got to work on, I need the sorghum for that. Do I have sorghum? Okay, let's do one thing at a time. Let's get the combines running. This one can do the field up yonder, not this field. This is corn. My combines just fly, man. Literally, and sometimes. There goes Scorp on the road again. This is where he turns into Mad Max. All right, I got barley in here, so this isn't going to work. But we had what? Soybeans? Yeah, soybeans. Okay, so I got to get the barley out of here. Let's go find a truck. And we're off. Drive careful, Scorp. You know, we all have guardian angels. I'll pray for your guardian angel to watch you while you're out on the road. That's a dangerous place to be. And I am literally a saint, if you guys didn't know that. I used to have a 4x4 hot rod truck. It had a 450 dual 4 barrels in it. What was that Chevy engine? 454, I can't remember. Anyway, this pickup was hot. And it had personalized plates on it with my last name. And I was at church one day, and we had a visiting minister that was going to give a talk on something or another. And he said, I drove into the church today. And he says, I realized you guys got some gung-ho Christians here. I saw a pickup truck out front that had the word St. John on it. The disciple, the St. John from the Bible. I looked at Carol and I said, is he talking about my truck with my last name on it? He was. I didn't correct him. I figured I'd rather be a gung-ho Christian with St. John on my plate than Mr. Vanity with my last name on my plate. Look at me. I'm important. I got my name on my license plates. So I left it at being a good Christian. So I didn't ever tell the guy that was my last name. So yeah, I'm literally a saint. I'm St. John. All right, here we go. So let's see. First of all, how are we set up? We're set up fine. Okay. Hire a worker. It's Elsa. Elsa, let's take this one. It's got sorghum in it. And I'm going to put this one in the overflow, and then we'll go swap out this. Wait a minute. Let's swap out this header here. We got a place to put it. I can put it over there. Put the wheels down. Oh, that's not going to work very good. Those wheels are going wackadoo. Put the wheels back up, put them back down, drop it like it's hot. Did it drop it? It did. All right, let's go get rid of this. What's Rob doing? Jumping up and down? Thanks, Matt. So it's soup du jour. And let me see. Check my blood sugars. So we're oh, they're good. They're good.
Oh, yeah.
I want to show you something new, though. Oh, Rob, I got you buried, buddy. All right. Okay. What happened? I'm back. Okay, so normally I'll do some form of dew, but Carol found a new something, and I can't get it from Godzilla. He doesn't have any. So I found some on the shelf elsewhere. You get all the Dr. Pepper you want, Godzilla. I've got my own now. It's this. It's Dr. Pepper. It's diet, so it's 0 sugar. It's Dr. Pepper Blackberry. It's purple. I don't know if you can see that it's purple on the top there, but it's Dr. Pepper Blackberry. And I'm going to have one of those today because I haven't tried it yet. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have. Oh, yeah. Carol gave me a sip of hers the other night. So, yeah, I've had it. So we're going to see if we can get the automatic cooler. Oh, hey, it's loading it. All right. And then pop a top. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to all those family and friends that we've lost in the past. I know I've got a few I've been thinking of lately. Cheers. Oh, that's so cold I can almost not taste the blackberry. Oh, there it is. Oh my God, that's good. Holy smokes. That's great. That stuff's good. It's not as good as the cherry Mountain Dew Code Red. Not quite. But it's close. Yeah. Ooh, man. All right. Cheers, everybody. We're going to let the cat do a little jig from the Dr. Pepper. He doesn't get Dr. Pepper much, but I'll give him a little bit today. He can have a little bit of mine. And then he expects me to get up and do what he's doing right now, but I don't have any energy right now, so I'll do it later when nobody's looking. All right. So cheers, everybody. Oh, no, don't do that. I don't want that going in there. I want it going in here. There we go. All right, let's go get a header. Black cherry, Rudy. Black cherry. I don't know. The Dr. Pepper is blackberry, and it's purple. I don't know if they make any other flavors. Our stores don't usually get a lot of variety, so I was a little surprised because it's blackberry. Cherry's my favorite, but Carol likes raspberry and blackberry a lot. So when no one's looking. It's really good. I think when I mentioned it this weekend, that's when she bought it. I mentioned it to Scorpion when we were on the live stream on Saturday, and he said he didn't like blackberries, or it wasn't his cup of tea. But it's good. I like it. I don't know if I can get under there. Yeah, I guess I could have. All right, finally we're going to go get some more corn. When it's corn time. Anybody know what corn pone is? I always say it wrong. I call it corn porn, and people look at me like I'm something else. Corn pone. Is anybody? I've heard that. I grew up here in corn pone because Carol's from the South, but I don't know particularly what it is. But then, I don't know what a lot of stuff is because I'm a simple kind of a guy. When it comes to food, I just like meat and potatoes. If you say mashed potatoes, steak, mashed potatoes, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and anything, I know what you're talking about. But if you say, we're going to have some corn pone, or we're going to have some, like, I don't know what Opry is. No, it's not Opry. Oprah? No, that's that gal on TV. Okra. I don't know what okra is. I didn't know what eggplant was until a few years ago. I just don't know a lot of that kind of food. I know potatoes. I know green beans, corn, asparagus, because we grew that when I was a kid. That's what we ate, green beans, peas, carrots, all of that stuff. But we didn't have any of the fancy stuff like whatever eggplant is. I didn't even have avocado until I was like 30 or 40 years old. Had no idea what the hell it was. And I especially didn't know what okra was. I didn't know what grits were. I still don't know what fuck grits are. But anyway, hang on. I gotta open this thing up. And I did say I didn't know what fancy food was, and they said, Rudy, eggplant and okra is not fancy food per se. If it ain't mashed potatoes, it's pretty fancy to me. Hey, scorpions working the corn. Now barley, I can take this and make some beer. So let's run to the beer. But I think I need barley to make beer and whiskey. I think we'll find out. I like spaghetti squash, not so much. The Dirty Dew. I make my own now. All they do is they take Baja Blast and they just put a little vanilla coffee creamer in it. That's all they do. I know, I asked them. And so I make my own now. It's better anyway, because if you like a little bit more creamy, you just put a little more coffee creamer in it. If you like it a little less, like one of my family doesn't like it because it's too much. And the other one doesn't like it because it's not enough. So I said, well, get a job, buy your own Mountain Dew, and then make your own. Crybabies. That's what I said. Never fear, Frank is here. Here he comes to save the day. Mighty Mouse is on the way. Or Frank, same thing. Frank is Mighty Mouse. He works all the time. Frank's out there working, so we don't have to. That's for all the people that don't know how many jobs I've done in my life. I've worked hard and was able to retire before 60. So. I worked very hard and was able to retire at 60 with an annual income that most people don't get working. So we've done okay. Now all we have to do is take care of our health so they don't take all that money away from us, when we have to have lots of medical stuff done to us. That's not my biggest fear, but it's a thing I worry about. My biggest fear is outliving one of my children. I don't know how I would handle that. Okay, this is not going to take it because this is the vodka place. What am I doing? Let's see. I think the Jack Daniels takes barley, I think. Let's see. I forgot myself there for a minute. Wrong alcohol. There we go. Let's see what it'll take. Rob's playing FS22, eh? I will have Thursday off, first day this month. Oh, cool. Oh, it took all my barley. Oh, no. We need to grow more barley. I forgot that I have two things that take it. I'm pretty sure the beer takes it too. Let's see. Beer. Whoops. Don't want to downgrade it. Yeah, the beer strictly takes barley, nothing else. It's just barley. You put barley in it, you get beer. Now that's surprising that this mod doesn't make you put water in it. Because wouldn't you have to have some kind of liquid to go with the barley to make a beer? And the other thing is it doesn't have yeast, but then I don't care about that per se. I mean, it's not like we're going to grow yeast here on the farm. But it should at least take water. It's not my mod, and I'm certainly not going to... I'm not going to mod it to do something because I don't really care whether it takes water or not. I like it the way it is, where it just takes barley. But it's not very big. It only holds 50,000 liters, so let's upgrade that. Oh, geez, 200,000. Holy smokers. Where'd it put it? Where's the beer? There it is. Okay, that raised it up to 100,000. Ah, man, that's steep. All right. So, remember when I asked you what crops I should plant? Barley's got to be one of them. In a big way, maybe 2 or 3 fields of barley, because every bit of my alcohol, I think, takes barley. Except for vodka, I guess. Vodka used to. I changed vodka to take potatoes instead of barley. So I think that's what the Russian people use for vodka. Potatoes. I don't know for sure, but that's just something I thought over the years. Ask Andy. He would know. I probably have asked Andy, and he's probably told me a million times, and I just forget. You're not getting grain buckets? Well, how do you know for sure? I'll check just a minute here. You're not logged in using a VPN or anything, are you? Let's see. I'll pull up Streamlabs. Am I logged in? Nope. All right. Okay, can't. Yeah, I'm looking for Frank. Let's see. Where you at, Frank? Maybe Frank changed his name. Let's see. There's Lori. Lori is. Well, that's.
Washer is done.
Lori's logged in on Twitch. Lori Lou, it says. Still looking for Frank. There's a F Hammond. There's a Frank Hammond ZU7GX. You're in here about a dozen times, Frank. Let's see. Hang on. What are you using right now? Frank Hammond's okay. Frank Hammond ZU7GX. You're in here about 4 or 5 times with different names. Let me check that one. Hang on. Let me check that one. It says that it says you got 730. Okay, I'm going to try something, Frank. Tell me if it changes. It's not going to change immediately, but let me just sec. Okay. All right, Frank. Do a check on your grain buckets. Let's see what you got. Well, the list I'm talking from is from Streamlabs. That's the one that runs this program that I'm using, and it's going to be from the very beginning of when I started doing this. So if you change your name, it's going to be in there more than once. I saw your name at least 3 times, and I thought maybe a 4th time, but I wasn't sure. Anyway, do your grain bucket thing and see what you got. All right, and I'm back. There I am. Let's see what you come up with. Okay, it worked. I put 10,000 in there. You had 730. And I gave you an extra 10,000. So you're set for a little bit, but then keep a watch on it because, hang on, let me see what I've got it set at. Let's see. What do I have it set at? Loyalty. Store. Okay, every 5 minutes. Yeah, you're only. I've only got it set for. Uh, oh, it's based on chat. It's been so long since I set this up. So if you're not chatting, if you're lurking, you're not getting any. Let me see if I can fix that. YouTube payouts are based on viewers' chat activity. If they do not chat, they do not earn any points. I don't remember that being the case. Unless they changed it. Oh, I see. Payout to live users. I don't think that's right. I just turned that off. So you should be getting every 5 minutes. You should be getting 10 buckets if you're live in the chat. If you subscribe, you get 100 points. If you become a member of my channel, you get 500 points. If you give a donation, you get some points. So you should be getting 10 every 5 minutes, 10 buckets every 5 minutes. So check it in 5 minutes and tell me if you got any, if you're getting any. So every 5 minutes, just wait 5 or 10 minutes and see if that number increases. All right, got that out of the way. That was okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so Rob has spent some on Don't Panic. So anyway, yeah, Frank, don't use any buckets. Wait 5 or 10, 15 minutes and see if it's increasing. And then we'll know that that's working. And then otherwise I'll have to go in and maybe reset everything. Andy's lurking. He will be missed. All right, let's go check on crops. Okay, what's he doing? He's doing nothing. What's he doing? He's doing nothing. Nothing. He's doing nothing. Okay, sugar beets are done. Let's get this guy back at the farm. All right. What did I need sugar beets for? Sugar, right? Let's see. Let's grab a truck. Grab that and we'll head out to the sugar factory and put some sugar in there. You're looking for Craig in the dark corners of a lurk station. That's right next to the restrooms, by the way. Whoa. 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 Hang in there. We'll get the beets. We'll get them delivered. Don't worry. One way or t'other. Look out, zombies. I'm coming in. Move it or lose it. Move it. Oh, I just squished one, I think. Sugar beets. All right, let's go into the sugar beet factory. If I can find it. Carpentry. Sugar mill. Okay, the sugar mill, 360,000. That's all. That's all. Well, it's big enough, I guess, to take what I had dropped in there. Sugar beet cut. We're not doing cut sugar beets. We're doing regular sugar beets. Sugar cane. No sugar cane. Sugar beet sugar. Let's pop that up to 300. 300. Okay. And all it takes is sugar bean to make some sugar. Sugar beets, make sugar. Sugar. Sugar beets, cut sugar beets, or sugar cane, make sugar. Activate. Boom. Bob's your uncle. It is now making sugar. We got 12 liters already. Man, I got chili peppers to sell. Let's move along. Okay. What else was I doing? Oh. All right. Let's go get some fruit. And corn to pick up, and was it sorghum that I was doing? This would be the sorghum. Oh, and the corn's not done. Big Mac, how you doing? You having a good Tuesday, Mac? Rob must be getting hungry. Man, that stuff's good. Good. Oh, I had good news from my diabetes doctor. He's not retiring. He was surprised that the my cardiac surgeon, what did I just say? My heart doctor said, "Hey, I heard through the grapevine that your diabetes doctor might be retiring." So I said, God, don't tell me that. Then he told me he's retiring, so I've lost my heart doctor, and I had the best heart doctor in the state. But I'm glad he can retire. He's my age, by the way. We were both born in 1953, so he deserves to retire. I've been retired almost 14 years now, so I hope he gets to enjoy life now. Not that he didn't before. What do we got? Oh, I thought it was sorghum that I did. It was soybeans. All right, we're going to take the soybeans and throw them in the dryer because we get more money out of them if we dry them. The dried vegetables pay a whole lot more. Rob says he's fibered and prepared for racing for the border, I guess. And no woolaroos. Yeah. Anyway, I talked to a Dr. Knifing. That's my diabetes specialist, and he said no. He says I'm not retired. I didn't think he was because he's younger than me, I think. But I've seen him the longest. I've been going to him for 30 years. I've only been going to my surgeon, my cardiac doctor for 20 some years. Because I met him after I had a heart attack. So, and I met my diabetes doctor after I had a stroke. I had a stroke at 42, and they told me that I had diabetes, and they couldn't prove it, but they thought the diabetes caused the stroke. So that's when I said I'm getting a specialist because my regular doctor had told me there's no way I had diabetes, and then I had a stroke from it. So I wasn't too happy. When I got home, I got myself a new doctor, and then I went and found a specialist, and that's that story. But my heart doctor, after I had my second or third heart attack, I can't remember, I decided to get a specialist, so I did. But now I don't have one. Can find a new one. More straw to pick up. More nose to pick. Nobody knows the sorrows I've seen. Nobody knows. I can't remember the song. Oh, nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow. That's the way it should be. That's the way it was when I was a kid. You didn't go around crying about your oatmeals being pissed in. You just kept eating because that's all you're going to get for the day. Didn't complain about it. We didn't go around crying about everything like they do nowadays. All right. You know, there's so many people complaining about us boomers. We remember what it was like to be in Vietnam and Korea. We remember what it was like to have a full day's hard labor and didn't cry in our beer because we couldn't take our work home to use a computer on. We had a ditch to dig. We dug the ditch. We didn't go buy some kind of a machine to do it for you. I'm telling you, the people that complain about us boomers, they'd have never survived some of the stuff we went through. How'd I get this guy in here? I might as well just start on this field right here. Let's get out and see what it needs. It needs rolling, it says. What? It's supposed to be automatically rolled when it seeds, so I'll have to check on that. All right, and we're going to double check this. Okay, it's set up for headlands. All right. Can't believe how good this stuff is. All right, here we go. Now let's see what's next. What's next? Oh, we got to pick up that straw. Let's grab old Mr. Deer here. Thomas is here. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? Did Frank ever come in and check his? It's been over 5 minutes. I'm wondering he's still. Oh wait, I could probably go look. Let me see if I still have that page up. Loyalty. Store. Settings. Polls. Loyalty. Queue. There it is. Oh, do I have to start over? What was that? I heard something. Okay, it looks like it may be working. Frank's got, he started with, what did I say, 730, now he's got 750. So he must be getting more. So that must be working. Okay. All right. Moving onward. Rob says he farted. You know, we can't hear you, Rob. You don't have to give us a blow-by-blow. We'd have never known. We can't hear or smell you. I'm sorry for your mom. Yeah, see, we were raised on manners when I was a kid. If you farted, like at the dinner table, it was the polite thing to do to thank the cook. Of course, we ate a lot of beans back then. It's all we could afford. We had navy bean soup, pinto bean soup, kidney beans, chili. We ate a lot of beans. Pomegranate juice is great for the cholesterol. I believe it or not, I drink a lot of cranberry juice for stuff like that, but pomegranate juice is something that we had not too awful long ago. And I hadn't had pomegranate juice. We used to just eat the damn pomegranates when I was a kid. We loved them. They were hard to eat because you had to pick them open and stuff, but it was fun to do it. It gave us something to do. We didn't have to have one of these little TikTok things that you spin around to keep your attention span going. We just had a pomegranate. I remember the first time I cracked open a pomegranate and looked in there, and I thought, Jesus, what kind of alien is that? It scared me. I gotta eat that? Good, it's good for you. I started eating. I thought, oh, it is good. Oh yeah, Big Mac. I got blood pressure down with medicine, but not the heart rate. Ugh. Yeah, my blood pressure from my doctor last week from my cardiologist was 130 something over 80, 70 something. I can't remember. Yesterday it was 120 over 80 with my diabetes doctor. That's not bad for a 73-year-old. And they were congratulating me, and I said, "Don't congratulate me. I'm heavily medicated for that kind of thing," which I am. I take 2 or 3 different pills for that. I'd rather not, but I'd rather not have high blood pressure either. So it's a choice: take the medicine or die of high or low blood pressure. All right, straw picked up. Job well done. What's your heart rate? Hey, David, how you doing? Holy smokes. Girl, are you talking about your heart rate or your blood pressure? Either one's bad. My heart rate yesterday was 70, but then I just drove in 2 hours on freeways and into city traffic I'm not used to after a 2-hour drive, and then had to run up flights of stairs because my my doctor's on the 9th floor of the hospital. So I'm sitting there huffing and puffing, and they take my blood pressure and heart rate. Well, it's a little bit high, and I said, yeah, it better be. Had the most stressful day I've had in years. I'm doing good, David. Still 115, 120 heart rate. Still. Yeah, that's still high. My heart rate was only 70. I have one of these fancy watches that keeps my heart rate. I can do an ECG on it, an electrocardiogram kind of. No, it's it checks your heart. Is it an EKG that this does? I can't remember. Anyway, it does all my heart stuff and breathing and oxygen rate and all that kind of junk and doodle doo. I don't know how it works. Doctor knows. Look, you got to go to somebody besides Dr. Pepper. Cut back on caffeine. That's what I have to do. I don't drink a lot of caffeine, as you well know. If you just watched my live streams, you'd think I'd be double fisting these things. What you don't know is the only time I drink these sodas with caffeine and stuff, it's just during the live stream. I only do that twice a week. The rest of the time, I don't do a lot of soda. I drink a cup of tea in the morning when I get up, and a cup of tea at night before I go to bed, and that's it. Except for water, I drink water, and then a couple times a week I drink a water with that's got the salt water, you know, the one that replaces your electrolytes. Although I'm picky about which one I use. Most of those ones that you buy in the stores now that call Liquid IV, or that's what Carol does, Liquid IV, some of those things, they're full of a bunch of crap. They've got sugar in them. They've got all kinds of junk doodle doo. I special order mine, and the only thing it has in it is sodium, and not a lot. It's it's a sodium replacement, but it's not necessarily for sports like Gatorade and stuff. It's not like that. It's just to replenish your electrolytes or your salt, and then so it's only got 3 things in it. It's got sodium, potassium, and magnesium. All 3 of those things you need, especially if you live in Oregon and you can't get out in the sunshine because we don't have any. So I take vitamin D, and a couple of times a week I do that sodium, magnesium, and potassium drink with a pint of water, 2-3 pints, I don't know, whatever 32 ounces of water or something like that. I'll drink. I'll do that. I'll drink like 32 ounces twice a day of water, and then like 3 days a week I'll put the salt and potassium and magnesium in one of the bottles. Okay, where's my plow? Is he done yet? Are you done yet, plow guy? Who's doing the plow? Hey, it's Hamish. Hamish is doing the plow. And he's almost done with this field. All right, good job. Let's get some of this equipment back in the yard. What do I have out there? This guy. Oh, I didn't know you could fold. Oh, I was trying to fold up the header, or not the header. All right, we got corn in here. We're going to take that to the dryer. So what's your doctor have to say about that? Are you on any kind of medication? Yeah, you're going to have to get rid of Rob. He's keeping your blood pressure high. Right, plow's done. Uh, right. What were we talking about? Losartan? Is that the one we were talking about? Yeah, I don't do metformin. Metformin. I told them I wouldn't take it. They had to get me off that crap. And they said, "Well, you got diabetes. You got to do something." I said, "It ain't gonna be metformin. Get my ass off that. I don't care what you do, but I ain't taking it." And they found something else. Something my doctor, when I first went in after my first heart attack, and they wanted to put me on beta blocker, and I said, "Why?" And they said, "Well, we're trying to keep your, you keep your physical rate down. Your what beta blockers do is it takes all your friggin' energy away. You don't want to do nothing. You just want to just lay around, and they're trying to get you to be like that, so that your heart can catch up or whatever it is. I mean, yeah, losartan. I mean, there's you can look it up. Look up beta blockers. It'll tell you what they are. But I don't like them, and I didn't want to be on one. And so I told him, I said, "Okay." He says, you need to do something until we figure out a routine for you, medically or medicine wise, that kind of thing. So I want to put you on a beta blocker. Well, I've heard stories about people getting put on beta blockers and then they don't take them off. That's not good. That's not good. So I said, "Okay, I'll go on it, but I'm not staying on it. So we're going to have to do something different." And I did. I went on the beta blocker, and within a month or two, I said, I'm no more. I don't want it anymore. I said, "I'm so damn tired and weak. I can't move, and I ain't going to live like this." So we did something else. It's always an alternative. Oh, what's this field need? Anything? No. Okay. We're just going to plow. Oh, he's going to have to go is he going to go the other way? He might have to go the other way. I think this is clockwise. Yeah, we'll see. Nope, he's going to do it from here. It's for BO. I thought that's what dial was for. Don't know about BO. You know about BO. Everybody knows about BO. And that guy needs a deodorant. That's another thing. First thing I did when I retired is I stopped putting any kind of deodorant on. That stuff's so full of crap, and you're putting it under your arms every day. It ain't good. Some of the stuff that's in these products that you put on your head and your body, there's some crap. There's some chemical crap they're putting on you. And so it's a choice. Do you want to stink or do you want to, I didn't use a deodorant. I used an antiperspirant, which is probably worse because it's got more chemicals in it. You could do what Bruce Lee did. Bruce Lee didn't want to have armpit stains on his shirts and stuff. He went in and had his sweat glands surgically removed under his arms. Now that's a little bit severe. I can't imagine. Yeah, if people knew half the stuff that they got us on nowadays as modern people, you're putting stuff on you have no idea. And it used to be when I was a kid, they come up with this marvelous thing called margarine, and that stuff was like you might as well go home and have a glass of WD-40 as to do that margarine. And I told people, what do you use? I said I use butter. I know where it comes from. It comes out of a cow. I churn it. Well, we had a cow farm back then, but now you can buy it at the store. But yeah, I use butter. Oh, it's clogging your artery. That right there is a bunch of BS. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But I've talked to my heart doctor many, many times about fat. Fat's good for you, by the way. And of course, eating it by the fistfuls is not. I don't take a cube of butter and eat it with every meal. That's not what I'm saying. But if I want a little slab of butter and scrape it on my toast, margarine is terrible, terrible stuff. Walk over to a tub. It used to come in tubs. Walk over to the table, open up the tub of margarine, just get a little between your fingers and do this. You'll be doing that all day. It doesn't go away. Now, do the same thing with a stick of butter. Do like that, and your fingers will dry up because it absorbs the butter. It's a natural fat. It's not some homemade stuff made in a petri dish that goes in and stays in your arteries and your veins for who knows how damn long. But yeah, you could do that all day and it's still greasy. There's a reason why you can take a tub of margarine, put it on the table in the middle of the summertime, and let it sit there and not have to refrigerate it. What do you think's in there? Nobody knows. Nothing good. ED40 has so many uses. It does. It does. But it's dangerous too. If you get some of that stuff on your skin, wash it. Get it washed off right away. That stuff's not good for you. That stuff will do bad things to you. But it's got a lot of uses. Not as many as duct tape. Duct tape. When I was a kid, we used baling wire for everything. Two things that we couldn't live without. Baling wire. Now, again, I was raised on a farm. Baling wire and bag balm. You couldn't survive with either one of those. And then they invented duct tape. Now you can't live without duct tape. You use it for everything. If you've got a roll of duct tape, man, you can fix anything. All right, what's this guy? Who was doing that, by the way? Scorpion is blocked by an object. Well, that object was me because I jumped out in front of that blade. I've actually done that before. My brother was disking an orchard one day and ran over me with the disker. I almost got killed. It wasn't any fun. I got a hoe and chased him through the orchard, screaming, swinging the hoe, and I was going to kill him. I couldn't catch him, though. Lucky for him. All right, guys, guess what time it is? It's howdy doody time. Time for Rudy Fruity to get out of here. So, I apologize for the rant I went on about my taxes when I started the live stream, but seriously, I was so fried over those things. I just wanted to, you know what? I can't say it on YouTube. They banned me. Was it literally something I wanted to do? No, don't be silly. But I was pretty upset. I at a very minimum, I wanted to pull my hair out and my teeth and everything else I could pull out. And so I was ranting when I first came on because I just finished doing it. And so taxes, I hate them. I hate doing them. But anyway, I got to go. I'll see y'all on Thursday. Thanks for joining me today. Be good, everybody. And I keep all of you in my prayers, so take care, and I'll talk to you on Thursday. Ta-ta for now.